Audio check. Hey guys, AJ Town here, live with the T Storm Chasers. As we are starting to watch this area here over the course of the next couple hours, we are going to start to see some development that is going to start moving into this area where we have a level 3 out of 5 severe weather alert coming into this evening and into the overnight hours. We'll see these systems start to develop and move its way northeastward and into the Sioux Falls area over the course of the next 12 hours here is what we're going to really specifically watch. Now, in this area here as well, this is a 3 out of 5 severe weather risk. Now, here is Sioux Falls, South Dakota, right up here. This is the Omaha, Nebraska area, east of the Omaha area, or I'm sorry, west of the Omaha area there that we are watching. As we do currently watch that system there, now about that 7, 8 o'clock time frame is when we start to really see the development in this neck of the woods. As we do start to see that development in that area, we do expect a large tornado threat as well that is going to be in that area. Now, these are maps that are put out by the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma, by the National Weather Service. These are not maps that we created. These are actually, we're just using a layover for our map program that we utilize here in the office. So we will certainly take a look at this. Again, this is the area of concern. Basically, just this yellow area is a 2 out of 5, which does include the Yankton, the Vermilion area, and areas south of the I-90 corridor, and right along that I-90 corridor west of the Sioux Falls area as well. Now, the Sioux Falls area is in that threat of a 1 out of 5, and again, we will see that severe weather push through. The primarily biggest threat at this time is going to be heavy rains, small hail, lightning. For the Sioux Falls immediate area is not in a tornado risk. However, areas to the south and to the west of the Sioux Falls area are in a tornado risk, and we will jump into that in just a second and take a look at this map more detailed. Now, as we currently do take a look at this map in a little more detail, we'll definitely zoom in here, kind of look at what we are looking at. As you can see, there's that Sioux Falls area that is going to be under that threat. Just doing a quick audio, making sure everything is working as far as audio is concerned. Now, as we currently there you go. All right. Do apologize there. I just wanted to make sure our audio was up and working. Now, as we did zoom in there and take a quick look at the Sioux Falls area, you can see just south of that Sioux Falls area is under that 2 out of 5 risk. Now, that orange area there, just along the South Dakota-Nebraska border, is going to be at that higher 3 out of 5 risk. And that is pretty high according to the National Weather Service's Storm Prediction Center. So definitely something that we are seeing with this threat that is going to be coming into the evening and overnight hours here. Now we'll put our map into motion here. Let me get some things turned off here, and we'll take a look here. As I do put this map into motion here, we will start to see some development here, some small chances of a little bit of rain here through the evening. Now this is where our concern starts to grow. About that 7 o'clock time frame is what we are looking at with this system. You can see right just north of the winter area there, that is a little bit of a stronger cell that is starting to populate as well. So we are watching that. You can see some of the cells down in that Nebraska area as well. Now this cell right here is right in that category of being that severe 3 out of 5 risk as well, as you can see there with that as we take a quick look at that. Let me get my drawing tool off here. There we go. Now as we go into the next hour here, we're looking about that 8:30, between that 8 and 8:30 time frame. We start to see that development as well as we definitely zoom out too. We can see some of that development in the Nebraska area there as well. Then as we go into about that 9 o'clock time frame, we can see some development there just north of the North Fork, Nebraska area, coming into that 9 o'clock, between that 9 and 9:30 time frame as well. And then back into the South Dakota, just west of the 281 corridor there, we are going to see that threat as well currently populate. And then as we do take a zoom out here, again, we want to bring up that map. We can see those are just right on the leading edge of that 3 out of 5 risk. Then as we go into the next hour, about that 10 o'clock hour, we still continue to monitor that area there. You can see down south there by the Grand Island, Nebraska area there is some of that development as well, right along that I-80 corridor that is also in that severe weather risk as well. And then as we go into the evening there, about that 10 o'clock time frame, right along just west of the Sioux City area there, we can see some of the stronger cells start to really populate there. About that 11 o'clock time frame is when we really start to see some major development starting to form. Now, this is 11 o'clock at night. So this is growing a concern for us, is that we're going to see some of this severe weather aspect convey over the nighttime hours and really impact the areas throughout the overnight hours. We will have our weather center staffed. We will have people here ready to go, and we will be definitely ready to monitor the severe weather as we do go into the overnight hours. Then, unfortunately, folks, we are watching another system that will move through Iowa area into the coming into Tuesday as well. Once again, we will be sure to have that staffed as well. So be sure to like, share, and comment on this so we can get the interactions up with our followers and make sure that we're getting everybody weather aware, because this is going to be a dangerous situation for the overnight hours that we are going to be seeing as well. One thing we do want to mention looking at this as well is that tornado risk. Now, that tornado risk, again, is further south with that heavier tornado risk down in that Grand Island area there. You can see that yellow right through there. That's where we're going to see that greatest risk of tornado risk. Now, according to the National Weather Services, the posts that I have read, things that I have interacted with as well, we will see that chance of strong isolated tornado chances as well coming into the overnight hours with this. Possibly deadly tornadoes are going to be possible as well as we go into the evening with, or into the overnight hours with this system as well. Good news is, as we go back into the Sioux Falls area there, that tornado risk does diminish and decrease in that probability. However, you can see this area here, right through there, there is that 5% chance, which does include the Yankton and the Vermilion area as well. Now, we have not activated our team due to safety precautions, due to the system being an overnight system. We don't want our team out chasing as far as that is concerned, because we're not going to be able to see what is going on until it is unfortunately too late for us. So then as we go into the next hour there, we do continue to watch that severe weather risk progress. A lot of these cells are really strong in strength and everything. Come about that midnight hour as well, we can continue to watch that progress its way eastward and northeastward there into the Sioux Falls area and bring that severe weather risk come into the early morning time hours, and early about that 1 o'clock time frame is what we are looking at. Then as I put that map into motion, and I did not want to do that. Sorry, folks. Then as we go into the 12 o'clock time frame there for tonight, and 12:30 there, you can see that's really impacting the Sioux Falls area. And we do continue to see that strong storm chances that will continue to progress with this system. You can see just how large this system is projected to be as well. So again, those of you that are asking what areas and stuff, I do mention them, as we do currently try to cover everything. If I say the Sioux Falls area, that does include T, Harrisburg, Crooks, Renner, basically Minnehaha County in a sense, and portions of Lincoln County. But anyways, as we go into the overnight hour, just look at the strength of the storm. So many of you, if you live in a floodplain area as well, definitely have a plan in place, because we could see some flash flooding with all this with all this moisture that is going to be coming through the area. Good news is this is not in the form of snow, because if this was in the form of snow, we would be talking about that 2-foot range is what we would be talking about with the system, is kind of what we're looking at. You can see some of these cells are going to still be capable of being stronger come into the overnight hours there, about that 7 o'clock in the morning. We're still seeing some isolated severe thunderstorm risk as well. And then as we go into about the 8, 9 o'clock time frame, this system is sticking around there as well. Some of it will progress its way eastward and move into the Iowa area there as well. But we are going to continue to see the system wrap around and bring that chance of seeing some of that severe weather come back into the Iowa area on Tuesday there as well. We will see those rain chances last through the day for tomorrow, and then diminish as that system does finally progress its way eastward. Cool thing that we have here with the T Storm Chasers is we are actually able to do a model run. Give me just a second here. I'm going to change my path here, so give me a second. Cool thing that we can run here is going to be what they call a hail prediction as well. So we can come in and kind of see what we are looking at for that hail threat and outlook on that. I'm trying to get my map to load here for your total precipitation outlook with this as well. Okay, well, that does not want to load for me for some reason. Give me just a second here to get something fixed. We'll jump over to this as I'm trying to get something else fixed. As we do take a look at your threat there for that, you can see just how large of an impact this system. Ignore that severe thunderstorm warning. I do not know why that popped up. There it goes. All right. Anyways, we are seeing just how large the system is for that severe weather threat coming into today and into tomorrow morning. You can see that's where that tornado threat is coming into the course of the next 24 hours, basically actually the next 12 hours here, is you can see just how large of an impact that tornado threat does. As we take a look at your hail threat, that's where the Sioux Falls area comes into play, is that hail and damaging wind threat is what we are looking at. Now we do have that probability of seeing some of that hail threat or wind threat as well. Now this is actually a particular dangerously situation according to the Norman, Oklahoma as well, of seeing that severe weather threat with that coming into tonight and into tomorrow morning. So we are definitely watching Nebraska and Kansas, where we will see that dangerous system start to move through the area. Again, a lot of this is going to occur in the late evening hours and into the early morning hours. I'm trying to get something to load, and unfortunately my system crashed. Of course, why not? I'm doing a live, so let's crash the system, right? Would not be surprised to see some tornado watches issued, severe thunderstorm watches issued as well coming into the later this evening and into the overnight hours. I am trying to get my system to load back up here. Do apologize. Thank you, those of you that are that 300 mark that are joining us on that live stream. Thank you, those 192 on Twitter. Greatly appreciate you guys. We do stream to multiple platforms when we are streaming, so be sure to like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube as well. We do plan on streaming to all those platforms coming into the evening here. All right, now we do got that loaded, so let me see if I can get this to load here. Going to make me a liar again and not get to load. Again, one thing we do want to reiterate as we are starting to go into the evening here is we will definitely continue to monitor the severe weather risk that is for the area. Now, right now, the Norman, Oklahoma has this area in red, what is that? 3 out of 5 for that severe weather risk. And coming into that orange area, which does include, you can see, does include the Yankton, Sioux City, Vermilion area. That is a 2 out of 5. Does include the Mitchell, Chamberlain, Platte area, and all the way back to that Rapid City area. And then the Sioux Falls area is that 1 out of 5 as well. My map's not going to let me pull up what I need to, so let me get things resituated, and we'll bring up another live update here later this afternoon as we do start to watch things that will start to develop. We do want to touch base again on that tornado risk. You can see the Yankton, Vermilion area there is under that 2% risk. Many of you are like, dude, that's only 2%. It's not that much. One thing to keep in mind is that when the Sioux Falls tornadoes came through, we were in that 2% risk as well. So definitely coming into a severe weather mode setup for us here at T Storm Chasers. We are going to start covering this quite confidently here over the course of the next couple hours. We'll get some more model runs done, some things put together, and be able to bring back some more detailed slide information as well. So stick with T Storm Chasers as we do continue to monitor the weather over the course of the next 12 hours to 18 hours here. I know Riley's going to be in later, and he's going to be live as well. We're going to cover this. We got you guys. Stay with us. Thank you guys.